Hello guys, today I'm going to be making my first ever Beastborn video. I'm sure you have seen all the other Beastborn. It's providing Windy Bee. I'm sure you have seen all my other short clips of me buying crucial items on Beastborn. I know those are like 30 seconds, they should be like YouTube shorts or something, but yeah. This is my first ever Beastborn video. And the only reason they might look a little weird because I've been recording them on my phone to my computer, which is very wacky. Like I have to, and if I look like I'm moving very slow, like I'm not like how I'm moving right now. I'm moving very fast, as you can see, not sloppy, because like I have to hold up my phone and move at the same time. So I have to use one hand for my phone and the other hand for the keyboard, which is obviously very hard because I have to move the mouse too. But anyways, I finally learned how to screen record my computer. So yeah, that's something. So anyways, here this is gonna be like a bunch of tips and tricks or something. Tip number one: whenever you see that in the server in the corner, you see that shrine up there. The panels are moving. That means there is a boss fight somewhere in the server waiting for you. Now, I recommend checking all of these fields because this is the field where the boss fight spawns. Dandelion field down there. Um, the pineapple patch right there. Right over here in the pumpkin patch, basically saying all the white fields. Right over there, the pumpkin patch. Not in the spider field, even though it's an all white field. Um, it doesn't spawn there. So yeah, is it in pineapple patch? No. Oh yeah, guys, Beesmas is out. The update, as you can see, like right here, is the left side of my screen, or right side, I'm not actually sure. Wait. Yeah, the right side of my screen. Um, yeah, on the right side of my screen, you'll see that there is a catalog that you can buy stuff. All the stuff that is a little bit darker than others, I've already bought. Don't worry, none of this will cost any Robux. Snowflakes, you might seem like snowflakes look pretty easy to get, but what are these little gingerbread bears? Those are hard to get, but do not worry, they do not cost any Robux. Trust me. Um, so yeah, basically, you might have seen my video on when I got the Supreme Star Amulet, which you can see is right here. I'm circling it with my mouse. Um, yeah, this thing. Wait, oh my god, my screen is so cluttered. Okay, right here. This is so good. Look at all the stuff on it. Look, times 2.5 capacity plus 34% blue pollen plus 5% critical chance plus 17% pollen 8% instant conversion, 43 pollen from bees, and the passive gummy star. And let's just take a moment to appreciate the music. So peaceful, so calm. You know, when I was like, I don't know how old, like, I was like 9 or like 7 years old. I'm not actually sure. But the first time I saw that, I was like a really big noob at this game on my other account. I was a very big noob at this game. The first time I saw that, I was like, hey, what is that? So then I went up here. I still have like the parachute. I didn't have the paraglider, which is the yellow stripe one. I had that one down there, which is much slower. Um, yeah. So I was up here. I was chilling. I didn't have 5 million honey, so I couldn't afford the parachute. So I was no, I mean the paraglider. So I was like, what is that down there? I barely made it by the skin of my teeth. Like, I mean, no, I made it like I made it like onto here, and I was like in here, I was like, oh yo, Medium, come to check this out, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Okay, so now let's get on with the video. Oh, Winnie Bee's gone. Okay, first of all, in Bee Swarm, you are a beekeeper. You get bees, make honey, uh, except Bee Swarm Simulator isn't just any normal simulator. People think it's like, oh, it's so cute. It's just collecting. It's just getting bees, collecting honey, making pollen, whatever, whatever. Except the Bee Swarm Iceberg goes way deeper than you think. Like way deeper. Like there's actual lore in like a story behind it. There's actual. So, anyways, yeah, I am very OP at this game. I have 45 bees, which is 5 bees under the max. The maximum you can get is 25, except, no, don't worry, I do not spend that many Robux on this game. So right over here, you can, when you have 25 bees, you can buy this thing called hive slots with a bunch of honey. Obviously, they get more expensive as you buy them. The max you can buy is 25. Right now they're a bit expensive for me, so right now I'm gonna stick with 45 because I need to buy some other stuff that should be very crucial to the game. So yeah. So some things you'll need to know about Bee Swarm. It's not that simple. There are, your basic. You'll start off with like a shovel and like a bag or something. So then, once you go over here and make a bit of honey, then you could buy some of the stuff in the shop. I have this, except it's kind of hard to get. Um, yeah, like you need to redeem 7 specific codes that were around the map. This was for the Ready Player 2 event, which you can see the prawn goggles are all the way over here, and you see that little like screen right there. Let me go jump to it. Let me get to it. Yeah, this is what you have access to when you, yeah, it's kind of cursed. This is what you have access to, when you get those goggles. And basically, you'll have access to, like, this whole, like, big game. Look at this, look at this. See this guy over here? He just appeared like 20 days ago. He's called Robo Bear. If you partake in his challenge, then this event bee is all yours. Like, but it's very hard to get. Honestly, I just bought him with Robux. I only have a bronze cog amulet, and look at me, I'm literally stacked. But the bee is almost impossible to get the manual way. Yeah, like there's one other bee. There's another bee that you have to there are two no, three other bees that you have to get the manual way. They were available for Robux, but now they're not anymore. So the vicious bee, as you can see right here, he has yellow spikes on him. Only because it's gifted. He only has like white spikes when he is gifted. I mean when he's regular. But I made him gifted and made him level 12 because he does insane damage. Second is going to be the gummy bee right here. You see that yellow, that like blue and pink one that's like glittery? Yeah, that's gummy bee. And as you can see, I am wearing the gummy mask. If my bear morph would go away. Yeah, I am wearing the gummy mask. So that's cool. And also there is the windy bee. Uh, there is the windy bee that you have to get manually, which it was available for Robux, and when it was out, everyone got it, knowing it was gonna be hard to get the to get manually like the vicious bee, and it is currently the second hardest to get. It was the hardest, except when digital became, then it became way hardest. It's completely RNG based. But there's a thing called Windshrine favor, where if you donate to the Windshrine, the more favor you get, the higher chance you have getting Windy Bee, but I'll get into that later in the video. So yeah, basically, you'll start off pretty simple, but then as you get more bees, it'll get crazy and crazier and crazier. So there are currently 45 types of bees. I've only discovered 44, knowing that I've discovered every other bee except for Windy Bee. Actually, no. There's 46 types, except it's amazing how I have 3 tadpole bees, 2 spicy bees, 2 precise bees, 3 fuzzy bees, and 2 buoyant bees. All of those are mythics. except and all of them are random. Like all of these were random when I got the mythic eggs, but Vector Bee, how have I not gotten at least one yet? Like all of them are gifted, and I haven't even discovered a Vector Bee yet. And they're not rare. They're literally just as equally as rare as all of the other ones. Except I just haven't discovered one yet. I don't know why. That's just like really stupid. Like I've used okay, 3, 5, 7, 10, 12 mythic eggs and have not discovered one Vector Bee, which is kind of insane. So there are 36 types of bees. I have discovered 44. Obviously it's because I haven't discovered a Vector Bee, which is very annoying, and I want to get the Windy Bee, which is very hard to get, but I'll get into that later in the video. So yeah, basically you'll come over here, you'll see that there are a bunch of event bees here, like Crimson and Cobalt Bee, which are basically like one and the same. If you get one, like the other one is kind of, if you get one, if you don't have the other one, it's kind of useless. But once you get the other one, yeah, you'll notice that all of these are 500 tickets. This is 2,000. Honestly, I recommend to never, ever get him. He's a big waste of money. As you can see, I have named it waste of money. He'll just run around collecting tokens, and every like few like 10 like 5-10 minutes will give you like 5 random items, which is kind of like useless. And I mean, collecting tokens is good for AFK, but I don't know. Photon Bee, Tabby Bee, Festive Bee, Crimson Bee, and Cobalt Bee. So I recommend to never get Puppy Bee and Festive Bee. I recommend getting Tabby Bee and Photon Bee first, if you can. Um, but then after that, I recommend getting Crimson and Cobalt Bee, because they are both 250 tickets, and
You got 5 minutes. You gotta get off. It's already been 2 hours almost.
oh my god, that's embarrassing. Oh my god. Oi. Never mind. Okay. Crimson Bee and Cobalt Bee are basically the equivalent to one of these event bees, because they're both 250, 250 times 2. Obviously, if you know math, then that's 500. So these are kind of one and the same, so I recommend getting them. But then after you get Crimson Cobalt Bee, obviously you're going to want to get, after Crimson Cobalt Bee, then if you want to, you can get Festive Bee and Puppy Bee. I mean, they're not that good, but I mean, they're fine. Their gifted hive stats are they're okay. Gold eggs are a complete scam. Never get them unless you're like a upper tier player. Star treats are really good. Like even for me, they're really hard to get. Tickets are like the second currency of this game, and they're very hard to get. But I mean, it depends on like how often you play. Cause like see that clock over there? Yeah, that ticket clock. Yeah, that'll give you like some tickets. Like one ticket every hour. Yeah, but you can't get off. If you get off then it'll reset the time on it. So that's annoying. Anyways, let's move on to the upper tier. Okay, so obviously there is Sunflower Field, there is Dandelion, Clover up there, there is Mushroom Field, and finally there is Blue Flower Field. Now, for those of you who are new to this game, this is the Blue HQ. Obviously, there's a bunch of blue stuff in here. This was like very basic at first, but then once this, and this was added, then it got crazy. Like, I'm not even joking. It's kind of sad. So yeah. Um, yeah. Um, so this was pretty basic at first, but then you might notice you come up here and there's a bee that you cannot talk to. You might be wondering, why can't I talk to him? That's kind of annoying. And the only reason you can't talk to him because you need a translator, which you get from a very annoying bear. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, but anyways, I bet for the newer players, watch this. See this right here? It looks kind of sus, right? There's a secret boss fight right here, 2,500 health, which obviously is not a problem for me. He dropped some pretty decent loot at my rate, but for you guys, it might be like god loot. But at my rate, I mean, it's just decent. It's just decent. But anyways, right over here, I'll talk about the NPCs now. Right over here is Black Bear. Um, okay. Oh, wow, collected. Oh yeah, not that much because I just got on. Oh my god, I'm rich. So right over here is Mother Bear, who will give you a star treat on her final quest. And she only has like 20 quests, which is kind of insane. So obviously there's the treat dispenser, and only during Beesmas, if you complete her Beesmas quest, this thing will appear, the gingerbread house, and basically every 2 hours of playtime, you'll get one gingerbread bear, which is honestly a pretty good deal. So basically, all you need to do is just AFK for a while, and then you can check it, and you'll get like 63, which is very insane. Because right now I'm saving up to get the Hefty Honey Day bundle, which will give you a gifted mythic egg, which will give you a mythic bee that is gifted. A turpentine, which is very rare for like the upper tier players. I think I'm still like a mid game player. 10 festive planters, which are insane, and 5 of each type of nectar vial. All of that is like boss loot. Then also down here, I want to get the star treat in here because like it's always good to have one in your inventory. And 50 super smoothies. That is so good. So currently I have 99 gingerbread bears. So I need 401 more. That's pretty good. I would actually be able to afford that if I didn't spend them all. Since it was pretty worth it. Gingerbread bears have a 1% chance to make your bees gifted, which is pretty good. So if you feed one, there will be a 1% chance to make your bee gifted, which honestly is pretty good. So, anyways, you might be wondering, oh my God, who is this NPC? Yeah, this is just for Beesmas. Bee Bear, is basically just like like a traveling NPC. There's also Sun Bear, but I don't think he's ever coming back because he was like for the Mondo update, and then after the Mondo update, no one has seen him for like ever. So right here, the Beesmas tree, you trade presents to NPCs, and they will give you an ornament that will give you some buffs for it. Round top pollen, top field capacity, and pollen tools, convert rate, stuff like that. Each bear will give you better stuff. That's pretty cool, I guess. Um, so yeah, this is the bee quip storage. I don't think you really need to know that. And also, finally, see these presents over here? Every time you help an NPC with their business quest, the more NPCs you help, the more gift boxes you will open, and obviously they get better as you go. I have helped currently 9 NPCs. Um, 11 and 12 are just annoying. 31, I've only collected 31 soft wax and 100 soft wax. That's really annoying. And for this one right here, cog mowers, cog turrets, and mega mosquitoes. I don't have the time for that. So obviously I've only done 9. I think I'll be able to do 10, but 11 might take me a long time. Okay, so anyways, um moving on to the second area. This is the 5B area. This is where you'll find another NPC named Panda Bear, who will give you quests. Mostly, it's literally all about defeating enemies. Also, if you do his business quest, you'll be able to summon this thing called the Snow Bear, and yeah, they'll give you a lot of snowflakes and some other decent loot depending on what level he is. The top one is 26, which is kind of crazy. Also, the gumdrop machine right here. Every 1 ticket is 3 gumdrops, which is pretty worth it. I mean, not really, but kinda. Panda Bear will give you a bunch of quests for defeating monsters around the map, and Vicious Bee, which I'm talking about. Every time you defeat a wild Vicious Bee, it will give you about from 0 to 16 stingers. Actually, no, 0 to 25 stingers maximum. And you will need 250 stingers to claim one for your own. Obviously, you can't get more than one. So, yeah. So you'll get a Vicious Bee and once you get 250, which is not that bad for lower tier players. It might seem like, oh my god, this is the end of the world, but trust me, it's not that bad once you really think about it, because they spawn like every time it's nighttime. They'll always spawn in one of their fields. Like obviously one over there, the pepper patch right there. Also Rosefield. Okay, Rosefield, Pepper Patch, the spider field over there, the clover field over there, the um cactus field, and also one more. There are 3 enemies that can spawn up here. Windy Bee, Vicious Bee, and Monochick, which are kind of insane. One time I got all. One time I had 5 enemies up here. Okay, I had I had Windy Bee, Vicious Bee, Mondo Chick, Stick Bug, and also a Diamond Aphid. It was chaotic up here. Like it was actual pain. I was barely able to survive because I didn't have the coconut canister, which is on my back right now. So yeah, that was pain. Anyways, we're gonna. So yeah, that's the 5 Bay area, and that's pretty cool. Now, right over here is the 10B area, which is very wacky. A lot of stuff going on. Like this treat dispenser right here, you can only use if you're in the Beastworm Club. 25,000 honey, which seems like a lot, but it's really not that much. Play memory match. Get rewards. It's kind of dumb that they don't show you like what the rewards are. Like at least give you something, give you like some like like at least reveal them all at the start and then shuffle them a bit. I'd be happy with that. Yeah, so up here